It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's Williams. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, here's Williams. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. But good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who's that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Throw caught by Achane. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Murray to air it out again. Incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Now Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Viking 16. Murray going to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Xavier Worthy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the...
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyler Algier, 78 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From the gun, Murray. He completes it to Evans. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Murray from midfield. That's into the hands of Worthy. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. 20! Down the sideline he goes. And did he get in? No! They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
No shortage of impressive moments for him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the 1st half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Here's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Mike Evans, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis.
His throw incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Setting up the screen, here's Algier.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
On fourth down, here's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. But the defense quick to read this. They bust in and drop him before he could take the shot downfield.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Williams loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score. The fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
On now comes the Lion offense. They'll be asked to go for 2 here. Now they send the tight end in motion left. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Algier now up the middle.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
They'll go. Here's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And all the way down to the 26. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Off the play fake, it's Williams.
Rolling to his right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
To throw once more, here's Williams. Dumps this one off to Algier.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Algier going straight ahead.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
2nd and 9. To the air, Williams.
And he's got it.
And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Carter. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing is Williams.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw for it with Williams.
And that's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Rome Odunze.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Williams with a little touch pass forward.
And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Oh, they'll try to run a reverse here. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Second and 10. Now Murray off play action. They're throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Lions on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Murray now. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Devon Achane, 65 yards. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. No one left in the backfield as they send a man left. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably... And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Murray now to throw.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Sheds off the tackle. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
This is caught inside the 15. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Throwing again, Murray. Here's a diving catch right side. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Out of the gun, here's Murray. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I.
Touchdown, Detroit! And Xavier Worthy, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Looking to throw is Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't